Lamar back with another Grand Arena video. This time my opponent X, this name taken X, Darth Revan Arena. Let's see his banners and wins. 762 offensive, 234 defensive wins. Made Kyber before in Division 3, top 1,000. Doesn't look like he's got Malevolence or Negotiate. Oh, he does have Malevolence, but just doesn't use it in Arena. That's kind of weird. Since he's got a R7 Grievous with 2 Zetas, so pretty strong Grievous to not be using in Arena, but whatever. Take a look at some speeds. Yoda's his fastest at 285, so should be kind of a fairly easy matchup here based on the speeds. But I've been kind of getting bored with doing the same counters over and over again. So I wanted to try a few different things this round and maybe just do more of this going forward. I don't think I'm probably not going to get top 10 this season, so I'll probably stay in the top 50 as long as I do okay, but we'll try some things out. So we put Geos and New up top. Both got holds. He did not get through them. We put in General Skywalker, and I left Vader with Palpatine on defense. Just thought it was fun with Piet there. Did not get through my gas. There was junk in the back, and then my negotiator in the back for ships. He left his General Skywalker 6-star and his bounty hunters. Then we've got Padme, it looks like, and a Grievous team on bottom. So when I was doing these attacks, I was pretty tired at the time, not really thinking about what would work well. So I decided to try to get a feat with this Night Sister team against this Grievous team. I had intended to do this against Geos because I anticipate he'll put Geos on defense, but for some reason I did this against Grievous, even though my Night Sisters are not like 100% counter to Grievous with a full Night Sister team. But I'm supposed to get a feat with Asajj and Savage in the same team. Obviously Savage died because he's gear 1, and so now we're stuck without him, and our basics are not adding any extra health to Daka, so it's kind of not an ideal situation. Spoiler alert, I'm going to lose this match. It's not that hard to see because I'm just not building up the same amount of health that I would normally be building up. So couldn't even quit out of it. That was just a terrible effort. So then I was kind of excited actually because it made the rest of the battles a little bit more entertaining. My banners are going to suffer a ton from it, but I don't really care about banners right now because my opponent obviously failed a ton, and I'm guessing he won't be able to clear me. So and it allows me to play around and see what I can do against these teams. So I decided I kind of had to go in against this Grievous team with Jedi Knight Revan. I was hoping to save my Jedi Knight Revan for this Padme team though, so it's kind of a toss-up of which one I should use where. So we did end up taking Revan into the Grievous matchup. This is kind of the back to the normal counters again that I would normally do. And I do use Night Sisters and Jedi Knight Revan against Grievous teams quite frequently, but since I have to use them here and I'm using 2 teams, it could affect the rest of my battles later on, so just makes for a more interesting Grand Arena experience. So now we just gotta wait for a mark to come back up. It looks like it's gonna be a little bit. We'll revive. You can see they can not do much damage to Jolie just based on him having crit avoidance arrow and a lot of tenacity to get even more crit avoidance. Trideca did take out my Grandmaster Yoda, which is not ideal. So we're stuck marking Grievous without Grandmaster Yoda here. So we're going to try to call Jolie to assist to get his revive back up. We're one turn away, so it doesn't really matter if we got the hit there with Jolie, because now his cooldowns are ready. We got Yoda back. Should not have done an AoE there. That was stupid, but I did it anyway. Tried to call Revan in to keep him alive, and then mass assist, and then we'll call Revan. We're going to hit Droidica for a little bit. I debated just hitting him while he had damage immunity still, but I didn't want him to take out one of my characters, so I ended up just dispelling with Bastila, and then I think whatever we do here is just going to kill him. So 35 banner is pretty terrible, but makes things more interesting going forward. So I do have my Padme here, so we'll just do a mirror match. A lot of people don't like to do a Padme mirror match. I also don't really like to do a Padme mirror match, but their Anakin was gear 12, which is kind of the biggest relic in a Padme team, along with GK. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but I have a pretty significant gear advantage here. I wanted to take out Anakin first. That was really easy, and now I want to take out Padme, but I have to get around Kenobi's taunt. It didn't really matter, because now that Anakin's gone, I can freely take out Kenobi without having to worry about pissing off Anakin. So 58 banners for that, pretty decent for a Padme team. But now he's got Geos in the back and Night Sisters in the back, so I don't have great counters for all of the remaining teams here. So we'll go up against this General Skywalker team. I wanted to take in my Rebels, and it's weird because they've got Shock T in here, so their clones are going to be counter-attacking pretty frequently whenever I attack them. So I stunned her first, and then I kind of forgot that Rex was probably just going to dispel that stun right away, so ended up dropping Skywalker. He drops pretty easily at 6-star, but I want to get rid of Shock T so that the clones don't counterattack me. My counterattacks killed Echo, which gave them some super clones, so that's not going to work well for us. But they're not that high of gear levels, so it's not as bad as it could be. We got a stun on Rex there. Let's take out Echo. Take out Rex. So since it wasn't a full 501st team, Gas won't be counterattacking here, which is kind of nice. I kind of like the idea of trying something different with him, but really Skywalker gains a lot of his extra banner stealing capabilities from having a full 501st team there. So this Geo team I really wanted to try Bounty Hunters against. It's a pretty solid Geo team, but they're pretty slow. It's all gear 12 with R4 Geobrood Alpha. So let's do, I think we're going to step in here, see the speed, 204 speed on the Brood Alpha, I think. So really slow. I can run circles around them with my boss team, but I need to do Django lead because I need to rely on hitting characters with debuffs to get the contract. If I did boss lead, I'd be stuck hitting the Brute, who is not the weakest character, and I would not be able to get my contract up that way. So now with characters with Bounty Hunter's Resolve, I can target whoever I want. So I wanted to target Soldier there because he's generally pretty weak. But then our mass assists go towards the taunting character. We already got our contract up. Trying to look at turn meter to see what I can do here. We'll taunt again. And there we go. We just vaporized Geobrood Alpha. It's like a little fly swatter there. Then we'll do a big hit. Oh, we'll just burn again and reduce max health. Probably should have gone all in on Poggle there because we could have gotten a kill and recovered some protection and gotten some buffs, but oh well. now we can do a big hit, recover some protection. We're stuck going after the brute because spy is stealth. Was hoping to have the annihilate ready again, but was not ready, so we'll get 59 manners there. Pretty decent outcome for the differences in gear between our teams. So I've got my Sith Empire team and a few other Gear 12 characters. This boss team, pretty slow. But this Night Sister team is going to be kind of tough. So I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to split this up to get myself 2 teams to go together here. Because these bounty hunters, while they're slow, they're not going to be just like super easy to take out. A lot of them are actually pretty tanky, so it could get a little hairy here. So I think against these Night Sisters, I kind of need to take my Darth Revan team in there. We'll just take in 3. That should be enough to get it done. It's a little bit risky here, but and then they've got a pre-taunt, so I threw up shock. Of course, I missed the shock on Kylo Ren Unmasked, who's taunting, but we'll get a fear. Took out crew. Took out Asajj. Took out Daka again once, and then there we go. 62 banners. Pretty easy matchup for Darth Revan. And then I left myself my Malak to be able to help with this last one. And I still had Watt left, so I wanted to do this First Order team. I have Gear 9 5-star Executioner and Gear 8 original Kylo on this team. So we'll give the taunt tech to Kylo Ren Unmasked, so he's constantly taunting. And then we'll try to shock Bosk. Did not work. We'll give the weapons tech over to Executioner. We'll stun Bosk. He's pretty tenacious. So we'll hit Boba. Try to keep him under control. Gain some turn meter. Now we can just keep going after Boba. Their health is just not decreasing much whenever I hit. I know my 5-star Executioner is not helping things much, but we did get the healing tech on Kylo Ren, so hopefully that helps him recover some of his health and protection by the end of this, or helps keep him alive for that matter. So we stun Boba so we don't take a big hit from him. Probably should have stunned Bosk instead. That's alright though. Let's try to get Jango out of here. Oh no, they're taunting now. Oh, but he doesn't have both Zetas apparently. So we got that taunt off. Or actually, he might have both Zetas, but Malak doesn't have protection. So I think that factors into if he continues to taunt. So let's drain Boba and try to get him out of here as soon as possible. You can see with Watt and the techs, even though I don't have the Zeta on Crew's lead, oh boy, that was a big hit from Boba, and he's gone. That's alright, we don't need original Kylo anyway, hopefully. But we should be able to get through this team. Let's trigger the effects of the dots. That takes out Boba, and this should take out his second version of himself. Let's hit Embo a little bit, and once Malak gets going with his stacks, oh boy, almost lost crew. Let's stun Bosk again. Let's drain Embo. That barely drained anything. Apparently he's stacked with protection. So we're almost to 3 stacks on Malak, and then he'll start hitting harder, which can help us through this match, but we've only got 1 minute and 15 seconds left to go. So Bosk taunts again. Let's throw it on auto for a little bit. I think there's not much that the computer's going to do that I wouldn't do, and the AI will just do it a lot faster. And with this Gear 13, I don't remember what relic level he is, but Bosk being in there, he's kind of tanky, and then Dengar is always tanky too, so gotta just make sure we can get through them. And there we go, 55 banners. Poor banners, but we got through. I've been contemplating putting the Zeta on crew just so I can get better banners with that matchup. We'll take in my rebels against his fleet. I think I saw it was Malevolence with some weird ships, so don't want to underestimate because it's a R7 Grievous, 2 Zeta Malevolence, so the Vulture droids will be strong, but it's weird that they're starting with Crew and Vader and Bosk in the starting lineup when they clearly have GOs as well. And it seems like it would be so easy to make this into a good fleet, but it's just not very good without the GOs. So took out 2 characters there with my AoE from my Falcon. They bring in their Falcon, that's interesting too. Kylo's almost dead. Let's bring in the Y-Wing to see if it can help us regenerate any protection. We did attack out of turn a bunch there, took him out, and got 67 banners. So we do get a full clear, and my opponent never attacked again. So we're going to get a win again.